Param Shanti Bapuji, in continuation of your earlier part of the video in which you were supposed to explain about the 156 billion light-years, visible universe. Please explain us further about the visible universe.
Earlier, as explained in my videos, that zero celestial degree universe forms a small part of the whole universe. It is nothing. Actually, the zero dimension is spread in 2200 billion light years big, and the 156 billion light years forms a fraction of the whole. From zero dimensions to the total universe, that is infinite and visible universe is splendid, which I will explain later. Right now I will explain you about the galaxies. Like our galaxy, in the whole universe there are trillion and trillion of galaxies. It's countless. Say this is a galaxy, the Milky Way, that is, Akash Ganga. In between is the creator of the galaxy, Mahashiva. In our myths, galaxy is named as Akash Ganga. The creator of universe is Param Mahashiva, and his creation is Mahashiva. Mahashiva and Mahashakti resides at the core of the galaxy. Further, they are surrounded by the Mahavishnu, and then above Mahabrahma. Further moving ahead, there are high quality souls residing, like Maharindra. There is many high quality souls reside. It is made up of supreme element, that is Param Tattva. The diameter of the center of the galaxy is 50 light years. If you notice its center, you will see light at the core or nucleus of the galaxy. The radiance which we see is of suns that are evolving around the center. Actually, the nucleus is made of supreme element, that is, Param Tattva. The light of Mahashiva is of divine light, nobody can see it. For example, do spirits are seen by humans? Can't see now. The energy of sun is made of fire element, but Mahashiva is of supreme fire element and divine light, which means Paramani Tattva. Now this whole area of 3000 light years, out of which 2000 light years is surrounded by supreme element, Mahatattva, and supreme other element, that is, Paramakash Tattva. Therefore most powerful souls stay here, like many Shivas and Vishnus. Millions of solar systems and stars are revolving in the galaxy. This is one galaxy. There is 1,00,000 diameter of our Milky Way. The science is estimating 200 billions of sun in our galaxy. We can call them 200 billion solar systems counted in our galaxy. But these 200 odds are only the big ones that came in camera, but in actually after every one sun there are 3 small ones, which are left out. Therefore in all they have estimated 800 billion of solar systems. There are also armed galaxies, named as spiral galaxies. There are 14 arms, and it is said in each arm there are 400 billion stars in the solar system. If you calculate, there are approximate 14 multiplied by 300 equal to 4200 stars. The creator of the galaxy also created Shiva. How they were created, I can explain the history of them also. I can tell you the time and space of each and every galaxy. I can explain you the time of Mahashiva also. But for that you need lot of time, and also you need to develop the understanding and enlightening of soul to grasp this knowledge. Humans are left with no power, they are energyless, and lose their own power. Human souls have reached to the lowest state of impurity. The Almighty gives me vision and power to visualize. He shows me everything. I can't see myself. The Almighty shows me all what I'm explaining. He gives me the vision and the third eye to see it. He shows me this entire universe, and gives me the calculation of all. Whenever I go in meditation, and state of silence and self-realization, I become in light divine body, I'm enlightened soul conscious, then the Almighty Authority sends his signals and power, to see the world through third eye. He only says, that what I am, you are the same. You are my image. I'm not the messenger. What is said in Quran, I, the Almighty, Allah, will come at the time of doomsday from that incorporeal state, that is from Northwhere upon the earth, and will release the dead from the grave, and will take to the supreme abode. That means Almighty Authority himself will come on the earth, and will free all the souls of different universes. Param Mahashiva and others, the creator of the 100 dimensions, different and multiple universes. All are trapped and caged in this universe. They casually came for enjoyment and wonder in this solar system. but then stuck here on this solar system, on this earth, immortal world. To free them further come down their fathers and their fathers, and their fathers, chain going till forefathers. Gradually big personalities descended on the earth Param Mahashivas all moved down here. The creators of 400 billion universes, the creator of the thousands of great universal tumbled down, and trapped here on this solar system.
Bapuji, all the souls must have forgotten the knowledge of how they have come on this earth?
Any soul when in his incorporeal abstract form, he is in absolute form, and have complete knowledge. He is enlightened with the divine and absolute knowledge within seconds of billions and billions of light years. But when gradually his soul layered with the supreme ether element, Paramakash Tattva, and transformation started from supreme element to the physical element, the way the deities were of three element ether, air and fire, the memory power of souls get weak, and they tend to forget their identity. As and when the souls got draped by the layers of physical element they lose the power and the energy. Say for example human souls have different layers of body. The core body was causal body, that is, Karan Sheri, further it is cloak with a subtle body, that is Sukshma Sheri, and then physical body.
Bapuji, we can say then, with passage of time the recording of all the drama and creation in each soul gets so deep and huge that they tend to forget all?
If the souls really want to know their actual date of birth, say for example you have to take out the date of birth of Mahashiva, then the soul has to practice contemplation, and go in the core deep silence and reach to his original absolute abstract and eternal form. When a soul is in its original state of incorporeal and abstract form, finds detached himself from the body and all the worldly relation, and when he discovers his supreme power within, and go in deep self-realization, then all the power emerges within, and he can see all the recordings and his acts, that is accumulated from years and years. I will brief you about time also later in the videos. In this one galaxy there are solar systems, there are several solar systems, and their creators are Shiva. One of the solar system is where we resides. Our solar system rotates at a speed of 220 km/second in the galaxy. He takes 20 to 25 crores of years to finish one round, that is, Parikrama.
Bapuji, can it be said in one day of Brahma, our solar system completes on rotation in the galaxy?
No, here there is no Brahma's day. Over here the time could be defined as 1 second is equal to Brahma's 100 years. Mahashiva's 1 second is equal to the Brahma's 100 years. The age of the solar system is equal to the 100 years of Brahma. In 100 years of Brahma it is just a second of Mahashiva. Every second of the galaxy there is construction and destruction of different universes. When there is lapse of power in the Mahashiva, because ultimately their time comes, when they are left with no power. At that point Mahashiva transfigure in Mahakal. He dissolve infinite millions and millions of universes in the solar system within him in each cell. Each creator of the galaxy, Mahashiva swallows their creation and universes, when they are left with no power. He will form a black hole in the center of the galaxy, and then its gravitational pull attracts all the universes and solar system revolving around him within. Mahashiva produces Kalani, and this is called Mahakal Pralay. Therefore all the universes will dissolve in the Kalani produced by the Mahashiva. In between there was something that science were also revealing, that there is a supermassive black hole found at the center. I have seen its photograph on television also, but in actual the black hole is not black, otherwise how it can be seen? In real it is the energy, the twister of energy. It is the Param light, that is, supreme divine energy. Now they have also started calling it white hole, because they see white energy.
Bapuji, what all you are explaining there is no reference in our Hindu myths, in any of the religions there is no mention of such creation and details.
Yes, you will not found in any scriptures, myths, not even in our Hindu religious books. In our Hindu books, they have talked about only two things. 1. When Mahashiva transfigured to Mahakal, he pulled the entire universe and his magnificent creation in his each cell. One cell of Mahashiva means one solar system. This is called Mahakal Pralay. Our Shastras, myths, scriptures or holy books have talk about this only. They have mentioned about different types of catastrophe, Pralay, Nataya Pralay, Ard Pralay, Pralay, Kalp-Pralay, Mahakalp-Pralay.
Bapuji, so this Kalp-Pralay happens in one solar system?
Yes, this is in one solar system. I will explain later, in coming part, how all these Pralay take place. And when. This happens whenever Mahashiva, the creator of galaxy, left with no power. Now as science has also given new terminology to black hole as white hole. The nucleus of the galaxy has a white light in the center. With the energy of white hole the solar systems are formed and moving. But can anybody tell the age of galaxy? But I will explain you that too, how we can calculate the age of galaxy. Now say this is our solar system. The creator of solar system is Shiva. Shiva was when in his abstract absolute form he created one universe, abode. Shiva is made of supreme divine light. When Mahashiva thought to create his own multiple images, then multiple Shiva of supreme divine light was created from him. One thought of creating multiple image of him, each drop of supreme divine light from him created one Shiva. This is one solar system and one Shiva. At that time there was no sun. First it was enclosed of divine light. There was a space created and protected with the layer of supreme divine light. The seed of thought transformed the abstract absolute Shiva in a subtle, Akari, form. He popped Shakti from within. The above zone to this is called Supreme Abode, Piramdam. The abode where Shiva Shakti resides is called Shivpuri. Shiva Shakti created Vishnu and Vishnu part Lakshmi out from him. This is called Vishnu Puri. In religious name it is called Vakant Dham. The combined image of Lakshmi and Narayan is Vishnu, symbolically with 4 arms. Brahma was created from the navel of Vishnu. This is Brahmapuri. Then Brahma created crores and crores of angels. Brahma Saraswati created angelic deities through the power of thought. One thought consciously leads to the multiple creations of deities.
Bapuji, these are those who are worshipped on earth today?
No, they are not here. Those deities no more reside here. Tell you later. Those deities only become humans, and those human beings have taken birth in different yoni, that means in different living organs. I will tell you where these deities have gone. How many years ago this universe was formed. According to Hindu myths the universe ages 50 years of Brahma, that means 50 years of Brahma is equal to the Noah of years ago to this universe creation. 50 years of Brahma means 1 parad. In the second parad of Brahma's first day, 6th manvanta got finish, and 7th manvanta is going. When Yoganta completes its cycle it comes manvanta 28 cycle of Yoganta is over, now 29th Yoganta is going. I will explain this part later. Now there were multiple and crores of deities. We also call them angels. The angels were having light divine supreme form of body. They were shining and illuminating divine light. Their body was made up of supreme divine light element. Their souls were of supreme light. The body composition was of supreme ether, that is, Param Akash, supreme air means, Param Vayu, and supreme fire, that is, Paramani. They gradually descended and fall down.
Bapuji, there was a loss in percentage of supreme light, power, and the soul were gradually losing their supreme elements, Paramtattva, and were coming in physical solid elements.
Gradually they started forming into physical element from supreme element. They were changing the composition and the element, while they were falling down. Angels only become deities. There is a difference in the degree of power of Farisht, that is angels and Devta menace deities. But here we are talking about super angels. They are super souls with high voltage of power.
So all this story is mentioned in our Vedic scriptures?
No, you will not find it telling anywhere. There is hardly any mention. It is mentioned in Shiv Puran, when Shiva thought to multiple his image, and start the creation, then he transfigure himself from abstract incorporeal, that is from Nirakari, to Akari form, subtle body. He created Vishnu for nurtured, and Brahma for operations. Further Brahma created 7 sages, Saptrishi. Till here there is a story in our myths, but how angels have come, has not been said anywhere. I have read, and searched for Ved, 16 Upanishads, and 18 Purans, our Vedic scriptures, but the story I'm narrating is nowhere. Angels have angelic body, the body of supreme light and purest form of element, that is, Param Tattva. Angels, that is, Firishta, become deities, Devta, as they lose the energy and power while falling down. Few stay at a higher dimension and few came down due to loss in power. But gradually the deities also start falling and descending to the lower dimension. At that time the solar system does not come into existence. There was no solar system, because at that time the angels itself saw illumination in their soul that they light and radiance the supreme divine light. They have the energy equal to the 1000 sun energy. There was light and divine energy world. But the quality and the composition of the element and energy is different at different levels. This is now 0 celestial degree world. The element describing here is of 0 dimension. The higher the level we reach, we attain the purest form of divine and supreme element. There was light body made up supreme fire element, that is, Paramani Tattva, supreme air, that is, Param Vahu, and supreme ether, that is, Param Akash.
Bapuji, why there was a loss of energy?
The deities keep multiplying, and were busy in doing creations. They were continuously in the process of losing energy. Whenever there is breakdown of something, some energy is wasted. Shiva experiences a downfall due to loss in power. Mahashiva also falls down and gradually moves down with the loss of energy. When Brahmaji saw the downfall of the creations and deities from above, then he created earth to settle the deities at one place.
Bapuji, who made sun?
When earth was made and downfall was happening, there was darkness. Gradually moving down of the creations from Swarglok to Bullock, decline to lower levels resulted in loss of power and energy, in turn caused darkness, then sun was made. Our sun was made infinite times back. Sun god, that is, Surya Devta, made his creation Sunday in science, how the sun's energy is created. When the atoms of hydrogen are fused it forms helium, which is nothing the element of fire. Once the flame is lit it doesn't require to spark the fire again. The sun god resides inside the sun. Initially the sun which was formed was calm and composed. Gradually angels fall and become deities and deities become humans. Creations start falling and come to the earth. Physical sun and planets were created at the point of time. When there were more downfalls there was created subterranean region Atal, Vital, Sutal. There were 7 subterranean regions. Further down 55 crores hell were made. These 55 crores are the parts formed around the Saturn planet. When Saturn planet was formed with his gravity, all the 55 crores parts start revolving around it with its gravity power. Further there was a breakdown of those masses.
Bapuji, here now I would like to ask one important question. 200 years back there was hardly 200 crore population on the earth, and in this last 50 years the population has increased massively.
I have read in a history, so let me explain you calculations. In 1936, world's population was 1,500 million. Further going back almost 100 years in 1850 the population was only 750 million. Further going back to 1750 the population was 500 million. What was the population at the time of incarnation of Krishna and Ram? Gradually all the souls falling down and come in the cycle of 8.4 million yoni. There is a mention of 8.4 million yoni in our myths also. It took infinite time. At this did karma starts? When soul comes in karma, its causal body gets weak and damaged. Also the subtle body gets weakened. The morals and values, nature of each soul has degraded. When soul leave this gross body, what he thinks and is in his mind at the time of death, he took that birth accordingly in his next life. But it takes infinite time. 50 years of Brahma means how many years on earth? On this earth there are 4 yugs, ages. Beyond this earth there is a layer of Bullock, Bavalok, Malak, Janlok, and then comes Brahmapuri. On this earth there are yugs Satyug, Dwapar, Treta and Kalayug. Iron Age, Kalayug, is for 432,000, Dwaparayug is double of Sayug. Double is Dwaparayug 864,000 years and Treta is triple the time of Kalayug 1,296,000 years and Satyug 1,728,000 years. The total of 4 yugs, ages, comes 4,320,000 years. When 4 yugs finish one cycle, then there is a hyperlay on the earth. In this good souls survive, and bad souls die. After that there is a annihilation. In the Bible, they have mention about the angels. Angels are the same of whom I'm talking about, the souls who were created up at the higher celestial. Those angels only become humans gradually with the downfall. In Bible, they have also talk about Adam and Eve. There is one story behind them, that there was one snake hanging on the tree, and that snake seduced them to have one apple, but the God said not to eat the fruit. But Adam and Eve were given greed for getting wisdom upon the consuming of the fruit, otherwise they will remain full. When they ate the food, they got intellect, but at the same time they become more body conscious. Earlier they were in soul consciousness state. When he becomes body conscious, first thing he did find clothes to cover their body with leaves and plants of the trees. In different religion they are called by different names, like Adam Hawa, Adam Eve. In Hindu they are called Manisatrupa. There are few people saying this world cycle is for 5,000 years. All the 4 yugas are divided equally to 1250 years each. If you are saying 2500 years back there was kingdom of Ram, and first religious father, Abraham came 2500 years back, but the first religious disciple happened to be of Yahudi religion Ishutherthist 5800 years ago, which was even before Mahabharat. Now those people who say Abraham came 2500 years back, I have read in Bible, 1900 years ago before the phase of Christ, 3900 years back Abraham came. Ask anybody, there was Ram kingdom 2500 years back. In our myths it is written there have been 12 Ram and 12 Sita. Also one Ram ruled for 12,000 years, came at the end of the Treta Yug. In Satug, at the end there was a kingdom of King Prithvi who ruled the earth for 40,000 years. At that point human age was for 50,000 years. They supposed to sit under the kalp tree, and whatever they wish they get it. In Ancient Aliens also they have told the people of Anunnaki lives for 50,000 years. The pyramids we see are 100,000 years old. 10,000-year-old pyramid is very casual. When you check the DNA from the bones found in the pyramids, they 1,000 years old. Our history is very old. You refer to channels telling about aliens in different serials. Science says it is 6,000 years old. It is very much old. 5,000 years back was dinosaurs. Ask those people who says this world cycle is of 5,000 years whether there were dinosaurs in last 5,000 years. On the top of it, they state that the 5,000 years world cycle repeats as it is always. But then there should be debris of the dinosaurs, but in the 5,000 years world cycle, nothing is explained. I really pity on those people who have incomplete knowledge. I pray God give them wisdom. I don't want to name any institution, they just left their faith and trust on the incorporeal and abstract form of God. They do meditation, putting efforts for the welfare, but they come to same point, that drama is for 5,000 years. This is wrong. There is infinite time, and infinite space and infinite power of the creation. They have also said in their literature Bahad Kabab, Bahad Kabacho Kasath Bahad Kibat Kata Hey, that his infinite father gives infinite knowledge to his infinite children. He is limitless and unbound. They have mention in their Vani who is given by Dadlek Raj, who is the Krishna soul. The Vanas are delivered by the God rays, the incorporeal Shiva residing in the supreme abode of this universe. But I say they are not said by the Shiva, but by the Almighty Authority. The Almighty Authority comes on this earth and delivers the unbound knowledge. The Almighty Authority gives the knowledge of eternal, middle and end of the world drama. If it is an infinite limitless knowledge, then it has to be infinite time. Do we call infinite limitless drama to the story of this solar system? Can we call the infinite father the creator of one solar system, galaxy, or universe? Or multi-universe? He is great param infinite father.
Bapuji, what would be the age of our earth? How many years of existence have been of our earth?
First 30 years of 50 of period of first Brahma. In first 30 years, there was a downfall of all the creation. In the first 20 years when there must be everything on downfall and descending the creation, souls and the universes, then the earth, the sun was created. The respective responsible souls made their symbolically planets and creation. Like Mars was created by his respective responsible souls, Venus by Venus soul, and Saturn by Saturn soul. All the deities made planets and their respective satellite. At that time the creation was made through a simple single thought.
Bapuji, today the planet and satellites which are there above, do those planets possess the souls and angels and their creators? They still live there?
Yes, they do exist. Those who die and leave this earth, and wanted to go to heaven, they travel from Bullock, Baverlock, Swallock, then further they do penance, and go to Malok and Janlock Taplock. There is causal world beyond the gravity of our solar system. When we talk about one universe, its distance from the radius to the center is 94,000 billion kilometer. The whole is for 1 light year of solar system. Our sun's gravity is hardly 2,000 to 3,000 kilometer. Our last planet Pluto distance is 5,870 million kilometer from sun. This universe is expanded to 94,000 billion kilometer vast. Our Earth was made 30 years of Brahma's time. How you will count the 30 years of Brahma? When there is Ard Pralay on the completion of 4 yugs, that is 4,320,000 years get complete. When 71 times Ard Pralay take place, then Pralay happens. The Manusatrupa time lapse, the whole mankind comes to an end. There is Jal Pralay. Then Vishnu comes and rescue the seeds by uniting the seeds and sailing them in the boat. It is also described in the Bible, and then he creates new world. 71 times plus 4,320,000 years is equal to 1 Manvanta. It also mentioned in Vishnu Puran, he comes as an incarnation of fish and rescue the world and the mankind. When 14 times Manvanta take place, it is 1 Kalp Pralay. Now if you want to understand the correlation between the time on the earth and Brahmapuri, it is 1 day of Brahma equal to 1000 Kshatriyag on the earth. If you stay for 1 second in the Brahmapuri, 100,000 years will be over on the earth. Why there is a gap of time between earth and the Brahmapuri? The gap of time is due to the difference in the power. On the earth we have physical element, and in the Brahmapuri, the composition of the element is different. There is a portion of supreme element present in the Brahmapuri. When you go to Vishnupuri, the power multiplies, and the time difference increases. 1 second of Vishnupuri is equal to lakhs of seconds on the earth. Science people are also researching and finding the correlation between time, space, and speed. Every place has different speed of time. For example, in Swarglok the deities has 3 elemental body made up of ether, air and fire. Humans have 5 elemental body adding water and earth element. When a person dies and go to heaven, Swarglok, there it is 1 day, at the same time on earth there happen to be 1 year. The scientists are also looking for the facts and figures. Their mediums are made up of physical element, therefore there is the constraint in finding the reality. Since the power and the energy is different. If they would have supreme element instruments and mediums, they would be able go make new inventions very fast. 1 Kshatriyag clears. It is called Kalp Pralay. In this Bhu lock, Buva lock, Swalok Finsice. The deity's age is equal to the Brahma's 1 day. That means Brahma's 1 day is equal to 4,320,000 years. When the 3 locks comes to an end, then Vishnu enters into the sun and produce the heat and fire of 12 suns, and he cremate the entire universe. Few souls of high celestial power who sense that there is going to happen a pralay and have knowledge, they proceed to the Janlock, Taplock, Malak. Those souls are saved and survived, rest all cremate in the fire. The soul's existence in the 3 locus is finish. All the souls present in the 3 locus get salvation. Brahma 1 day and night is equal to 8,640,000 years. It is called Kalp Pralay. When 100 years of Brahmas completes, the age of universe is completed. It is called Mahakalp Pralay. Then no power is left in the Shiva. He enters into the sun and produce Kalani, fires the whole universe, and extract everything within. In science terminology it is called black hole. He merged all the universe and take into him. At the time of creation, there was energy of supreme divine light in the soul of Shiva, but when he produces Kalani, his soul is filled with negativity. Shiva, to get power and charge, he will come to the universe to his great father, and then again will start with the creation. Mahashiva 1 second is equal to Brahma's 100 years. It is mentioned in our Shastras that every second of Mahashiva, infinite universes are created and destroyed. Now what is the age of the galaxy? Now when we say 100 years of Brahma, it is equal to the Mahashivas 1 second. 100 years of Mahashiva is equal to 1 second of Param Mahashiva. How many years would have passed on the earth? Understanding the time and space in our universe of 0 celestial degree, traveling to 1 celestial level to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 till 16 celestial degree, and further to our supreme abode, Paramdham, is amazing. You can't calculate the time and space of the universe, not even the supercomputers. I can tell you, but will you be able to understand? Bapuji, it's very simple to correlate. It take almost 6 years to reach Mars, and recently when the scientists have sent the voyage which took 40 years, to reach Brahmapuri, which you explained. Bapuji explained the voyage not even reach the Brahmapuri, since it must have gone till 1000 kms, within the gravity of the sun. Brahmapuri is beyond the gravity of the sun. Above Brahmapuri, there is Vishnupuri and Shivpuri, which splendid. Today because of lack in power our universe has contracted, but still its space is very big. It is still 47,000 billion kilometer. If we talk about the distance between our star and our neighboring star, it is 4.5 light years far.
Bapuji, that means, no physical thing could be crossed?
Almighty Authority will give inspiration, and will ensure the developments of the scientific resources. In last 100 years, the scientific growth and development which we see is inspired by the Almighty Authority. He has sent the souls from the higher celestial level. Those souls who are the scientist, resides above the universes in different galaxies. Those souls have an experience of the devices made up of supreme element, and they want to develop the same type of devices here on the earth, to improve the technology and tools used for scientific inventions and discoveries. Likewise, inventions have been made from particle to atoms. The hydrogen bomb has been made by refine the atoms only. When you refine the energy of atom, it has neutron, covered with the layer of electron and proton. When two protons are colliding at the speed of light, the immense power is generated. They are also finding God particle. God particle is not made up of the supreme light, but it is the energy of supreme fire element. You can't create the energy of supreme light here. I have explained the history and geography of the whole universe. If want to understand the history geography of parallel universe, great universe, I can share with you. I have given an outline of the same, but if you want to understand you need to have knowledge. This knowledge could give until the infinite level. If you make the ink from the sea, make the pencils from the trees, paper of the earth, the knowledge will not end. But you need such high-level listeners to understand this divine supreme infinite knowledge. This universe is nothing, there are multi-universes. Scientists have talked about so many universes, there are countless universes like sand particle near the seashore. There are billion thousands of universe forming multi-universes, beyond that the Almighty Authority dwells. This knowledge could be only given by the Almighty Authority, but nobody understands it.
Thank you so much Bapuji, for revealing us the mystery behind the creations and their creators. It is so amazing to know the knowledge. And I am sure nobody has ever explained to such level. I would request our viewers to visit our channel and you will find many videos on different topics.